Right, as I said, it can be a pain in the bum. You've got your models, you've got your aerials installed, everything installed nice and working, and then you've got to prize everything out. So that's all back, that's all there. So that's now plugged in. This is the 8-channel Lite. So I'm now going to go back to the software, and I'm going to select 8-channel Lite. If I do read settings, then we shall see it's a 1.5. So what I now need to do is update the firmware. Now to do that, I have to wrestle with it until I power up with my finger on the button. So where's the bind button? Oh, it has to be right at the blinking bottom. So unplug. Yes, I got it. Right, so I'm now in bind mode, in program mode. I go to program and it's update firmware. Now this is the 8-channel Lite. So I'm going to select the 8-channel Lite. It's now programming. Oh, come on, come on. Success. Right, oh, it now says to recycle. Unplug. Plug back in. Now I need to go into my
BPS mode, normal mode.
Now important to select the right model, because if you make a mess on that, select model.
Low rates, flaps up, stabilization off. Throttle active, head track off.
Doesn't she just turn you on? Right, so I'm on the right model. Turn off the transmitter, switch to low power. Keep my finger on the button and power up.
Welcome to OpenTX. Low rates, flaps up, stabilization off. Throttle active, head track off.
Okay, everything's off. All right, one thing I haven't done is set up for traditional UHF, for traditional EzUHF. Update successful. Okay, I am now going to unplug. I'm going to plug back in. I'm going to servo mapping, and I'm going to read from device. And I've got the 8 channels. Phew. Now the only thing I haven't done is bound. So I'm going to bind, and I am going to very carefully select bind. Please, 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 please. I got a heartbeat. Bind succeeded. Remove USB cable and power down our TX. So unplug that and put it back in. Switch off my transmitter. Switch on my transmitter.
Low rates, flaps up, stabilization off. Throttle active, head track off.
I have heartbeat. So all I got to do now is put it all back together and then test it all out. Obviously on this one I've got a return to launch system, flight stabilization, etc. So once again I have to go through all the configuration settings to make sure that this is still set up correctly. So I shall do that right now. But be careful, make sure you go through all the settings. Now once you've done all these settings, plug them into your NASA software, into your flight control software, and double check, because the settings may have changed. You might find slight differences. So you need to check, recalibrate, do all your bits to do as if you're setting up the new model again. Pain in the arse, I know, but that's what updating firmware is. What else? Fail safes. when you've finished, make sure you set all your fail safes. Flick a switch to high power on your battery transmitter, set your switches etc where you want it to be, press the bind button for 2 or 3 seconds and you go beep, and then basically that tells your receiver on the craft this is the last signal and this is the signal you're going to hold when you lose communication. And it's as simple as that. Now, you know, it's not rocket science, but it is a pain in the ass, I got to admit. So if you found your way to this video because of problems you're having, then it's probably you've hit the same stumbling block as myself. So flash them all, get them all done, and hopefully we'll be okay with this firmware for the foreseeable future. So good luck, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.